Myself, Satish Gowda, Assistant Professor of Zoology, Government First Grade College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Shira. In this session, I would like to discuss a topic on processing and preservation of fishes. So, the topic is prescribed by the Tumkur University for 3rd BSc 6th semester Zoology, Paper 7 Applied Zoology. Processing and preservation of fishes is very important after culturing the fishes. This processing and preservation of fishes is very necessary to store and to transfer the fishes for marketing purposes to different places. For this, processing and preservation of fishes is a very important technique. So fish is, as we all know that fish is a perishable commodity, hence it has to be properly processed and preserved, otherwise it will collapse or it is going to decay. Before preservation of fishes are to be cleaned in clean water, remove the slime, blood stain and sand particles. Sometimes large fishes are gutted. The gutting prevents the growth of bacteria, decomposition of fishes, and also prevents the enzymatic autolysis. The processing and preservation of fishes has the important steps or principles. They are as follows. The first one is cleaning. The fish body carried a large number of microbes. Sometimes fish may be contaminated with dust or dirty water while handling. The bleeding due to the injury leave blood stains on the body and thus leading to unhygienic conditions. Hence, fishes must be cleaned with a clean water to remove slime, blood stains, mud and sand particles. It has to be cleaned first. The first step in the processing and preservation of fishes is the cleaning. The next one is refrigeration. After cleaning, the refrigeration is very important method to preserve the fishes. When fishes are refrigerated, enzymatic autolysis and growth of bacteria is retarded or arrested. When fishes are refrigerated at 6 degrees centigrade, the enzymatic autolysis is prevented. When fishes are subjected to minus 40 degrees centigrade, many strains of bacteria are destroyed. Hence, the refrigeration process is very important in the preservation of fishes. And coming to the high temperature, that is the next step of processing and preservation of fishes, high temperature. When fishes are exposed to high temperature, from 110 to 121 degrees centigrade, many strains of bacteria are destroyed. When fishes are exposed to high temperature, the activity of enzyme is reduced or completely arrested or prevented. The next one is salting. So the main object of salting is to remove moisture from the fish body by osmosis process. Salting prevents the growth of bacteria by decomposing of fishes is prevented. Fish preservatives are also used to preserve the fishes in the processing and preservation of fishes. Many of the drugs and chemicals are used for the preservation of fishes. They are as follows. Vitamin C prevents rancidity in fatty fishes, which prevents the rancidity. Then the aromycin is an antibiotic which prevents the decomposition of fishes. Tetracycline. See here, tetracycline is a simple antibiotic, but it is used to prevent the decomposition of fishes. Then acetic acid, also used to preservative in fish preservation. So these are some fish preservatives which are used in the preservation of fishes, processing and preservation of fishes. Then the next one is radiation treatment. So here, when fishes are exposed to low concentration of gamma radiations, many strains of bacteria and other microorganisms are destroyed. This is a one technique, that is radiation treatment. Then dehydration. The main object of dehydration is to remove the moisture from the fish body, since water favors the growth of bacteria. Hence dehydration is done by treating the fishes with different grades of alcohol or by using salt. That is the dehydration method which is used in the processing and the preservation of fishes. See here, rather than this, other methods of preservation of fishes are also used for the preservation of fishes for long term. They are as follows. The number one is chilling or freezing. When the fishes are exposed to 0 degrees centigrade, decomposition of fishes is prevented. For long-term preservation of fishes, generally kept the ice cubes in a large container or tanks. Sometimes for large-scale preservation, fishes are stored in a cold storage. This is about chilling and freezing. And second step of preservation for long-term purpose, the second step is deep freezing. Storing fishes at minus 40 degrees centigrade by rapid lowering of temperature is called deep freezing. Fishes are gutted, cleaned, washed, and later they are deep frozen. So this is about deep freezing. Deep freezing, here we can store the fish at the minus 40 degrees centigrade by rapid lowering of the temperature is known as deep freezing. By doing this, we can preserve the fishes for long term. Then the third one is freeze drying. Freeze drying is a technique where storing of fish by freezing and then drying in hot vacuum is called as a freeze drying. Fishes are gutted, cleaned, washed, and then frozen at minus 20 degrees centigrade. The frozen fish is dried at 140 degrees centigrade in the vacuum chamber. The vacuum dried the fish is packed in a airtight tins. So here freeze drying. First here the fishes are going to freeze in a lower temperature and then it is going to dry with a high temperature. That is known as freeze drying. By doing this, we can preserve and packed the fishes in airtight tins, and we can transport from one place to another place, and we can also preserve the fishes for the long term purpose, long duration. Then the next one is drying. The main aim of drying fishes is to remove the moisture. As I said earlier, the drying is the main aim to remove the moisture content, because if the moisture content is there, then the bacterial growing and also the decomposition of fishes is more. Hence, to avoid this bacterial growing and decomposition of fishes is very important. Hence, this drying process is to avoid the decomposition of fishes and the bacterial growing, and we can prevent it, this decomposition of fishes by drying technique. And the next one is salting. It is a form of pickling. ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಪಿಕಲ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ ಹಾಗೆ pickling, and it is one of the oldest method of fish preservation practiced in India. The main aim of salting is to prevent the growth of bacteria, thereby decomposition of fishes are prevented. There are two types of salting. They are dry and wet salting. So dry salting method. In dry salting method, fishes are rubbed with a salt powder and placed in a cement tank. The fishes are allowed to remain in the tank for about 10 to 20 hours. Later, fishes are removed from the cement tank and soaked in a salt solution and sun dried for about 2 to 3 days. Going under the process of sun drying technique, so here the sun dried for about 2 to 3 days and marketed for commercial purposes. Then it is easily we can transport it to a market for the commercial purpose for selling. Then the second one is wet salting method. In wet salting method, it is practiced in Konkan coast. In this method, cleaned fishes are kept in a large wet containing concentrated salt solution. The fishes are stirred daily until they are properly pickled. So ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪಿಕಲ್ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ಹೇಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಿಶಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹ್ಯೂಜ್ ಟ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್, ಫಿಶಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಂದರೆ ತಿರುವಿ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Then this is this process continued daily till they properly pickled. Then the fishes are allowed to remain in the vat for about 7 to 11 days. The wet salted fishes are marketed for the commercial purpose without sun drying. So this is about wet drying. Here ವೆಟ್ ಡ್ರೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ವೆಟ್ ಡ್ರೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ಲಿ ದಿ ಫಿಶಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪಿಕಲ್ಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಆರ್ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟರಿಂಗ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ವಾಟರ್, ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಡ್ರೈ ದ ಫಿಶಸ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಸನ್ ಡ್ರೈಯರ್. This is about wet salting. Then the next one is smoking. In this method, the fishes are cleaned with a clean water. Sometimes the large fishes are gutted and body cavity is washed, and then the fishes are soaked in a salt solution, and soaked fishes are placed in a smoke house. Smoke containing phenol derivative which acts as a very good preservative. Smoking method of preservation of fishes is practiced in Western countries like Norway, Sweden, and in India, small quantities of fishes are preserved by this method in Chennai and some parts of Orissa. So this is a smoking method of preservation of fishes. Then the next one is canning. Here this canning method, it is comparatively modern method of fishes, fish preservation, which is being practiced in America. In this method, fishes are cleaned with a clean water. Sometimes large fishes are gutted, treated with treated with brine, washed and cooked in olive oil for 2 to 3 minutes. In India, canning is carried out by the following method. The fishes are in India, in canning method, the fishes are cleaned with clean water and then fishes are cut into small pieces. Then after that, salted and dried. The pieces of fishes mixed with a paste made up of vinegar, red chilies, mustard, garlic, turmeric and tamarind in an oil medium. Canning retains the natural flavor of fishes. So this is how in India the canning technique has been carried out for the preservation of fishes for longer period. This is about the processing and the preservation of fishes. So I hope you all understood the how the processing and preservation techniques are carried out in the fisheries and fish industries or fishiculture techniques. So I will end up this session here. Thank you one and all.